deciding on what it is that you want. Instantaneous decision. But now that you affirm that, you got to get ready for that. You got to be ready to receive that. So anything unconsciously that you're keeping stowed away in your little soul, assumptions to be true about yourself, has to come to the light. Now that may come out in unpleasant ways, but it's all for the greater good, which is why all movement is movement in the right direction. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alexis, aka Alexis, and here on my channel I basically talk about whatever goes on up here, which include but is not limited to creating positive mindset shifts, taking full and total control of your life, and where I just motivate and encourage you to be exactly who you are, the baddest bitch on this planet. That's it, that's all. And before I get into this video, I just wanted to mention that I am getting into coaching. I am openly taking clients, so if you are interested in that or know anyone who may be interested, let me know down below. All my socials are in the description box below, so don't be afraid to hit me up. Do not. I don't bite, I promise I don't. Now, without further ado, let's get into this video. Now, as you guys know by the title, I'm just speaking on how every situation that you encounter, whether it be good, whether it be bad, whether it be worse, whether it be amazing, it's all for the betterment of your soul. We are souls living a human experience. The entirety is for us to learn more about ourselves and for us to just be grateful for living this life, period. You don't know how old your soul is. Your soul could have been reincarnated into you 1,000 years ago. Obviously, there's some shit that you still need to learn about life. And so it will portray that in your life so that you can learn about it. And every time that you encounter something, so this can look like something that, like, you would say this shit always, boom. If you say always about something or never about something, this shit always happens to me, blah, blah, blah. I can never find something that blah, blah, blah. There's some hidden animosity towards yourself. A belief that didn't necessarily come from you, but a belief that you assume to be true about yourself. And so that's why you're attracting more of that into your life. And it may not be the best, but in every moment that it does happen, you have the choice to unconsciously respond to that in the ways that you normally do, which is why you say that it always happens to you. So you react in a way that you normally would, whether that be entertaining the idea, or in that moment you can decide to make the conscious decision to say, I'm tired of this. I'm tired. And I'm not having it no more because I am a bigger person. And you leave that situation exactly where it needs to be. The reason why I'm even talking about this right now is that literally I want to stress the importance that everything is meant to happen as it should happen. Everything is meant to happen for the better of you and not to you. Nothing is personal in this lifetime. It's all to help you. But once you internalize it as a personal problem, then baby, it just becomes that, a personal problem. But once you, being that you're a soul living a human experience, can take a step back, from the situation and view it like, oh my gosh, I realized that this has really always been happening to me, and you brought that unconscious desire to your conscious. Most of the time, it's just us reliving something that, like I said, a belief that we didn't necessarily have to put on ourselves, but all in all, we did. But a belief that somebody else portrayed onto us, and now we believe it to ourselves. This could look like maybe because somebody told me in my life one day that you're not a good student, blah, blah. So I internalized that and I said, well, damn, that gotta be true. Now that I believe that unconsciously about myself, situations come into my life and present themselves to try to reveal that I'm a bad student, and then I can either in that moment react and say, yeah, I am a bad student, I've always been a bad student, like we normally do, or I can flip that and be like, wait, no, what do you mean I was never a bad student? Like, there's always opportunities to learn and grow from your situation. It's not true, I'm not a bad student. Enlightenment, authentic power. You realize you gain power from yourself, gain power from that one responsible choice, because all movement and movement in the right direction, everything that you encounter, whether it be negative or positive, is for you to realize the authentic power within you. You're here, your soul is here. This is alignment. This is when you give all trust to yourself and whatever higher power you may believe in, whether that be God, the universe, source, whoever. You trust in God, you trust in the universe, you trust in source, you trust in yourself. You don't put your trust in any external objects that's going to then give you happiness. You know in yourself that anything is possible, and that you know that anything that you encounter in this life is only for your well-being, only for your raise of consciousness. It's only to elevate you and your mind. But once you put that trust into something else external, which is found in this physical world, or you put it into another person, even like you use the other person as a source of your happiness, as a source for you just not trusting in yourself. Once you move that compass to something else out of your focus, separation and distance is created. With that being said, any reoccurring negative situation that may happen in your life, that's just happening because there's something that you gotta work on, something that you gotta ask yourself, what is causing my anger? What is it that I'm saying about myself to be true for me to be bringing in this negativity in my life? You have to dive deep and dig in deep. And so if you're committed to find out what the problem is, it's gonna happen again in your life. The same encounter is going to happen again, and you have to realize in that moment, am I going to react like you normally do, or are you going to say, no, I am filled with divine intelligence and I can recognize this as an opportunity to grow from this experience, so I'm not going to give this the same energy that I normally do. Authentic power. That's when you realize your authentic power and you can create anything. It's easier for you to notice when you're giving too much energy to a situation that you're not necessarily, I'm not going to say supposed to, because everything happens for a reason. No such thing as coincidences. Coincidences are God's way, of the universe's way of staying anonymous. And so if it seems like a coincidence, you were just talking about it and now it's happening, okay, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I love to look at situations or past experiences in my life that weren't necessarily the greatest, tough times, hard times, because girl, I had plenty, but they were all necessary. And when I can look back at them right now, because in this moment I could say that I am one with the universe. I'm a vessel. I'm here to experience. And so I can look back on my past experiences and be like, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful that I got to experience that, whether it be negative, whether I was crying my eyes out, distraught, whatever, because it made me exactly who it is I am right now, the baddest bitch on this earth. Girly, you dance with your past, think about it, find the good in it, because that's what life is about. That's what it's about, literally. And so don't fret, don't even worry about it. If anything was to happen negatively to you right now and the next couple of days, ask yourself before you react, if you got a chance to, and be like, this is happening for me and not to me. You can realize that you are much bigger than whatever problem it is that you encounter. So be just that. Be the baddest bitch on this planet. All movement and movement in the right direction. It's all meant to teach you. There's dualities in life. Literally, there's dualities in every single part of life. Hot, cold, good, bad, light, dark, abundance, lack. And in every waking moment, you have the opportunity to choose. Am I gonna think lack mentality? Am I gonna think worry mentality? Am I gonna think fear-based? Or am I gonna think from love? Am I gonna think derived from love? Because anything that you do, if it's coming from love for yourself and for others, it can never be a bad decision, ever, 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 ever. Period. And also, it's important that you experience crisis and where truly feel like all hope is lost and that you feel like, it's important so that you know exactly what it is that you don't want and you can flip the narrative, because like I always say, always flip a situation to cater to your best interest. So it's important to have those bad days. It's important to know exactly how we don't want to live our life so we can change it, because we are just that powerful manifestors that can change their reality. But we just got to know exactly what it is that we want. We got to be specific. So we have to encounter, we have to experience what we don't want so we can be specific. Makes sense, no? Hope you guys really liked that video. That being said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Any thoughts, comments, concerns, let me know down below. And see you next time.